Hi guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super pretty cover-up crochet mesh kind of dress. I originally got inspiration for this dress from a brand called Okoya Swim, I think is how you say it. And I just really liked the look of like a mesh long cover-up dress with the low back, and so I thought I would kind of make my own little version inspired by it. And that's what we're going to be making today. I do just want to say that this is probably my least beginner-friendly project on my channel so far. It's definitely not hard. The stitches are not like difficult or anything, but the dress that you can do, so you kind of have to try stuff on, adjust. Hi guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super pretty cover-up crochet mesh kind of dress. I originally got inspiration for this dress from a brand called Okoya Swim. I think I liked the look of like a mesh long cover-up dress with the low. Hi guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super pretty cover-up crochet mesh kind of dress. I originally got inspiration for this dress from a brand called Okoya Swim, I think is how you say it. And I just really liked the look of like a mesh long cover-up dress with the low back, and so I thought I would kind of make my own little version inspired by it. And that's what we're going to be making today. I do just want to say that this is probably my least beginner-friendly project on my channel so far. It's definitely not hard. The stitches are not like difficult or anything, but the dress is kind of customized to your measurements, and so there's no one-size-fits-all thing that you can do. So you kind of have to try stuff on. Hi guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super pretty cover-up crochet mesh kind of dress. I originally got inspiration for this dress from a brand called Okoya Swim, I think is how you say it. And I just really liked the look of like a mesh long cover-up dress with the low back, and so I thought I would kind of make my own little version inspired by it. And that's what we're going to be making today. I do just want to say that this is probably my least beginner-friendly project on my channel so far. It's definitely not hard. The stitches are not like difficult or anything, but the dress is kind of customized to your measurements, and so there's no one-size-fits-all thing that you can do. So you kind of have to try stuff on, adjust, try it on again, and keep like making changes until it fits. So that's why I wouldn't recommend this for like an absolute beginner first project ever, like some of my other tutorials on my channel. But with that being said, it's not super difficult. I think if you follow along and you have some crochet experience under your belt, then you should be pretty good. And as always, if you run into any problems or you have any questions, anything, or you just want to say hi to me, then comment it below and I will try my best to help you out with whatever's going on. But I think that's all I have to say, so we can just get into the video. To start off, you're going to need a DK weight yarn. This is kind of the thickness of the one that I'm using for reference, but this is just a DK weight 100% cotton yarn that I got from Hobie. But I can put some alternatives to this yarn because I don't know if you can buy this one anymore. But yeah, any DK weight yarn will do. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and then a darning needle. To start, you're going to
The all-new GMC Acadia goes big on confidence. From every angle. Live your biggest life in the all-new GMC Acadia.
make a slip knot, so just wrap your just a DK weight 100% cotton yarn that I got from Hobie, but I can put some alternatives to this yarn because I don't know if you can buy this one anymore. But yeah, any DK weight yarn will do. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and then a darning needle. To start, you're going to make a slip knot, so just wrap your yarn around. Hi guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super pretty cover-up crochet mesh kind of dress. I originally got inspiration for this dress from a brand called Okoya Swim, I think is how it's with the low back, and so I thought I would kind of make my own little version inspired by it, and that's what we're going to be making today. I do just want to say that this is probably my least beginner-friendly project on my channel so far. It's definitely not hard. The stitches are not like difficult or anything, but the dress is kind of customized to your measurements, and so there's no one-size-fits-all thing that you can do. So you kind of have to try stuff on, adjust, try it on again, and keep like making changes until it fits. So that's why I wouldn't recommend this for like an absolute beginner first project ever, like some of my other tutorials on my channel. But with that being said, it's not super difficult. I think if you follow along and you have some crochet experience under your belt, then you should be pretty good. And as always, if you run into any problems or you have any questions, anything, or you just want to say hi to me, then comment it below and I will try my best to help you out with whatever's going on. But I think that's all I have to say, so we can just get into the video. To start off, you're going to need a DK weight yarn. This is kind of the thickness of the one that I'm using for reference, but this is just a DK weight 100% cotton yarn that I got from Hobie. But I can put some alternatives to this yarn because I don't know if you can buy this one anymore. But yeah, any DK weight yarn will do. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and then a darning needle. To start, you're going to
For work, play, and every day, upgrade with over 1 million parts and accessories and bring your truck to life. Real truck.
make a slip knot, so just wrap your yarn around your finger to make a loop like that, go through the center, and then pick up this yarn and pull through to make a little knot, and then you can just insert your hook into that loop and tighten down. So we are going to be making foundation treble crochets, which if you don't know how to do that, that's totally fine. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and I'll also link a video down below if you still don't get it. But basically this helps us avoid making a super long chain, connecting that chain, and then going in with a treble crochet into each chain. So it saves us some time. It's really not too difficult once you get going. So first you're going to want to chain 5. So wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through that loop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook twice. So 1, 2, like that. And then we're going to be going into this furthest V from the hook, so the first chain that we made. You're going to want to go right in the middle of there. So you want to get both loops on your hook like that, and I'm going to grab my yarn and pull it through there. So now you have 4 loops on the hook, and I'm going to kind of wiggle that a little bit so this loop isn't too tight down to the hook. So I have 4 loops on the hook. Grab your yarn and pull through that first loop. So now again I have 4 loops. And now grab your yarn and you're going to pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now we have 3 left. Then grab your yarn again and pull through again the first 2 loops on your hook. Now we only have 2 left, and then grab your yarn and finally pull through those last 2 loops like that. To make our next one, you're going to be going into this bottom loop here that you can see is kind of open a little bit. So we're going into this one right there, but we want to make sure we pick up the front loop and the back loop. So first we're wrapping the yarn around the hook twice, like so, and then we're going into that very bottom stitch there. So go in there, but make sure so we have the first loop on our hook, but make sure you get the second loop as well, like that. And I'll show you a couple more times if that was confusing, but then you're grabbing your yarn and pulling it through. Now we have 4 loops on the hook.
Hey, okay, I think you can hear me, yes. Anyway, I've been knitting for a couple hours now, but I took a pause. But as you can see, I'm at 1, 2, 3. I'm at row 5. Probably can't see it. How about now? Pretty. I'm at row 5. Anyway, on with the lessons.
yarn over, pull through that first one, yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through the first two, and then yarn over, pull through the first two. Again, we are wrapping the yarn twice around the hook, and then we're going into this bottom stitch right there. Hopefully you can see it. You're going into that little opening there. So I'm inserting my hook right in the center, and you want to make sure that you're picking up both loops of that stitch. Grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through one, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and then yarn over, pull through two. I'm just going to kind of explain like what we're doing and what each part means, I guess. So you wrap twice, and then we're going again into this stitch right there along the bottom. So insert right in the middle there, but make sure you get both loops on your hook like that, and then pull up a loop. And for this first one, we're going to yarn over and just pull through one loop. And what that does is it essentially makes a chain for us. So that was our chain, and now we're going to make our treble crochet. So yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and then yarn over, pull through two, and we just made our treble crochet. And now wrap the yarn twice around the hook again, go into that very bottom right there, insert in the middle, and only you want to get those two loops on the hook like that. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and now yarn over, pull through one loop to make our chain, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and then yarn over, pull through two. And we're counting these chains over here as our first one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And I know that can be a little bit tricky, especially if you're a beginner. So I'm also going to leave a link to a video that explains it a little bit better if you're having trouble. And basically you're just going to want to keep doing this until you have both an even number, and you want it to be able to go loosely around the widest part of your body, essentially. So like I said, you're going to want to do a width that is able to fit around the widest part of your body. So for some people, that's your chest, your hips, your stomach, whatever it is for you. For me, that's going to be my hips/butt area. So I'm just wrapping this around to see if it's going to be enough. So as you can see, it just kind of loosely fits around the widest part of my body. And mine fits a little bit loosely, and I'm wearing shorts, so you should take that into account. Yeah, because I just don't want mine to be super tight. But I did 132 stitches total. And again, that is counting those chains that we made at the beginning, so 132. But yeah, just do whatever length you need to go around the widest part of your body. Just make sure that it is an even number of stitches. So yeah, I did 132. So once you have the number of stitches that goes around the widest part of your body and is an even number, we are actually going to undo that very last one we did. That was just to figure out how many we needed. So this is with the even number of stitches, and we're going to undo that last one. So for me, again, I did 132. So now I'm going to get rid of that last one, and we have 131. So just keep track of the number. If you need to, then recount. But yeah, I have 131 stitches now because I just got rid of the last one. And now our final one, we're going to make it a little bit different because it's going to be connecting to the beginning one. So to start it off, you're going to do it just like you normally would. So wrap twice around the hook, go into that very bottom stitch, bottom part of the stitch, I should say, and then get both loops on the hook and pull up a loop. But now we're going to do it a little differently, and we're going to connect it to this side. So as you can see, I've just kind of folded it around, making sure that there's no bumps or twists or anything. And you're going to insert your hook into that very first little chain right there. If you can see that, you're going to be going into this hole with your hook that has all these 4 loops on it. You're going to go right into there like that, and then grab your yarn and pull it through that loop. And then you're also going to pull it through this first loop. So that's effectively slip stitching the bottom of both of these stitches together. And now we're going to carry on making our treble crochet. We have 4 loops on the hook. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through the final 2. And now we're just gonna slip stitch the tops together. So you're gonna go into the 4th chain from the bottom, or the topmost chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just this very last chain before you get into that first treble crochet, if you can see that, right into the middle there. Getting both loops on my hook. Grab your yarn and then pull through that loop, and then pull through the loop that's on your hook. And
you can sell cat hats on Amazon and compete with a bunch of other sellers, or you can sell digital products.
Now we are going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to start a new type of stitch. So 4 of those chains of the chain 5 is going to count as our first treble crochet, and then we're doing a chain 1 to make a little gap because we're going to make kind of a mesh stitch here. So now we are going to wrap the yarn around the hook twice, and we're going to make a treble crochet, but we're not going to be going into the next stitch from the hook, because this would be, if we were doing a treble crochet into every single stitch, this one would be the first one that we would do, because remember, this is counting as our first stitch. But we are skipping that first one, and we're going to go into the second one from the hook with a treble crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through those last 2 like that. So as you can see, we kind of have the 4 to make the treble crochet, and then we have 1 to make that little gap there. And now we're going to chain 1 after making that treble crochet, and then wrap the yarn twice. And again, we're skipping this next treble crochet right there. We're going to go into the one after. So skip that next one, go into the next one with a treble crochet. So just insert into that stitch, pull up a loop like that, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2, then chain 1 again. And we're just gonna wrap twice around the hook. Again, we're skipping this very next stitch, going into the next one with a treble, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, chain 1. And you might also notice that this row is a little bit skinnier, like it's kind of going in like that. That would be because the chain that you're making is a little too tight. So when you're making your chains in between your treble crochets, try and do those kind of loosely. But yeah, we're just gonna do this all the way around, skipping that next one, making a treble into the next one. So pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chaining 1, and I'm making that nice and loose. Then make a treble, not into the next one, but the next one. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this all the way until the end, and then I will show you what we're gonna do when we come all the way back to this point. I've done that mesh stitch all the way around, and I've made it back around to the beginning there, and I'm just gonna do my chain 1 after making the treble crochet. And as you can see, there's 1 more stitch, and then we make it back to those chains that we made at the beginning. And if you counted everything correctly and had an even number of stitches, then this should be what you end up with. So after making the chain 1, we're skipping the next stitch and going into the next stitch is what we normally do, but this time, since the next stitch is where we started, we're gonna just slip stitch into that stitch. So you're gonna count 4 chains of that chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, not going into that 5th one, that topmost one, because that's counting as the chain 1 to make that gap. So I'm going into the 4th with a slip stitch. Just insert your hook into the middle, grab your yarn, pull through, and then pull through that loop that was already on your hook, and then chain 4. And now we're going to go back to kind of copying this treble crochet row where we're just doing treble crochets. So this chain 4 that we just made is counting as our first treble, and then the next one is going to be directly into this gap here, this big opening. So wrap your yarn twice and go into that gap there, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that treble is directly in the gap. So you're gonna have 1 treble crochet in the gap, and then our next treble crochet is gonna be in the stitch right after the gap. So go into that stitch right there and make another treble crochet. So we have our chain, our treble crochet into the gap, and then the treble crochet in the stitch right after the gap. Then for the next treble, we're going again into that gap, the large opening there. And then the next one is going to be in the stitch right after the gap. And then next stitch in the gap directly with another treble crochet. Next stitch is in the stitch right after the gap. So just in the middle of that stitch, make another treble. So that's just kind of the pattern that you're going to want to follow, is treble crochet into the gap, treble crochet right after the gap, treble crochet in the gap, right after, in the gap, right after. And then you're just going to keep doing this all the way around. And I will get back to you once I've gone all the way around and made it back to the end. I have made it all the way back to the beginning. I have 1 more stitch to make into this gap before I make it back to where we started with those chains. And at this point, you should go back and count all of your stitches just to make sure everything's good. So this I counted, and this is going to be my 131st. Again, we're including these chains as our first stitch. And so to get to my 132nd stitch, I'm going to make my final treble crochet into that gap right there. And then we're going to slip stitch into the 4th chain from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, just right in the middle of that stitch, like that. pull your yarn through and then pull it through again. And now
My home, my rules. My internet? Now that too. Introducing My Home from Verizon. It's internet made simple. Choose what you need, change when you want, and save on entertainment you love. Starting at $35 a month. Only on Verizon.
Many health conditions hide in plain sight. Are you missing any signs? Find out at seehiddensigns.com.
we are going to be chaining 5, just like we did for this mesh row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And before we get into making that mesh stitch again, now is a good time to try this on again now that it's a little bit longer. And once again, just make sure that it's gonna fit well and how you want it to. So if you need to make any adjustments, then you can do it now while we're still early on before you get to like the end of the dress and realize that it's too big or too small. But if you've tried it on and you're happy with how it's fitting, then we can keep going with this mesh stitch. We're gonna repeat this row that we did, our second row. So we chained 5, and now, just like we did on that mesh row, we're skipping this very next treble crochet and going into the next one with a treble crochet. Like that, and then chain 1. And remember, we're making that chain kind of loose so it doesn't get too tight there. And then skip this next treble crochet and make a treble crochet into the next one. So it's exactly just what we did on the second row. Chain 1, and then treble crochet, not in the very next treble, but in the next one. So I'm just gonna keep doing that all the way around. And again, I will come back once I've made it all the way around to where we started. I've made it back to the end. I did my final stitch with the chain 1, and as you can see, we have one more treble crochet right there, but since we do the chain 1 and skip the treble crochet, we make it back to here, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do a slip stitch into the 4th chain from the bottom, like that. Slip stitch right there, and now we are chaining 4 because this next row is just going to be plain treble crochets, no chain 1s or anything. So those 4 chains right there counting as our first treble, and then the second one is going to be in that gap right there. And this is exactly like what we did for this row right here of plain treble crochets. So I'm just making a treble into that gap and then make one right after the gap, like that, and then make one into the gap. And at this point, that's kind of the pattern we're doing for at least 90% of the dress. So what you're gonna do is finish up this row making just plain treble crochets, where you do a treble in the gap and a treble right after the gap all the way around, and then connect it like how we did on this row. And then, as I'm sure you can guess, the next row is gonna be this mesh stitch row where you chain 5.
Okay, so I'm done with the purple because it was only a little bit, but it's still noticeable. Can you guys see it? I need to get some more lighting, but gonna go back with the solid blue now.
5 at the beginning, and then do treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, where you're skipping a stitch. And then the next row after that again is going to be this row. So yeah, you're just alternating these 2 rows, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like on me once I get there and how many rows I end up doing and stuff. So I am gonna go do that. I'm gonna do enough rows to make like a maxi skirt basically, and I will come back to you showing you what that looks like and how many rows that was for me. Really quickly, I just wanted to show you how to attach new yarn once you run out of a ball without having to weave in extra ends at the end. So this is my new ball yarn, and this is the end that is running out. So this is called the magic knot method, by the way, if you want to look it up for a better explanation. But you just take your new piece of yarn and you kind of tie a knot around the old piece of yarn, like that. Just tie a knot. And then this is the old piece of yarn that's running out, and then this is the new piece. I'm gonna tie a knot around it, like that. And now you're literally just gonna grab each piece of yarn and just pull them together.
You hold it in
But yeah, you
place.
just pull them together and then you can just cut off
And you
these
just
ends as close
me.
to the knots as possible
Okay.
without actually cutting the knots, of course.
See?
And now you can just carry on using your yarn without having to worry about like weaving anything in. And now obviously we're working from this ball of yarn now. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how to do that because it's just a little bit easier. So this is 28 rows done, and I just started working on my 29th. And what you kind of want to do now is figure out how long you want your dress to be and where you want it to hit on the bottom. So I'm thinking about there, like a little bit above ankle length. And if I hold it there, as you can see, it's kind of like right below the widest part of my hips / butt. And the way we're going to be constructing the dress is that like want your dress to be and where you want it to hit on the bottom. So I'm thinking about there, like a little bit above ankle length. And if I hold it there, as you can see, it's kind of like right below the widest part of my hips / butt. And the way we're going to be constructing the dress is that like once we get up to like this height, basically waist height-ish, we stop working in the round and just work up the front. But as you can see, like it's pretty loose there compared to my waist. So if we just stopped there, it'll kind of just drape like that, and I do not like how that looks. So I am going to be working decreases at this point, where it's like basically right below my butt, because I do have some extra room even for my butt, so I can afford to like lose some width there. So yeah, you just want to figure out where you want it to sit at the bottom, whether that's there, or if you wanted short, whatever. But just do that and then work all the way up until about your butt area. And this is where you're probably going to also work some decreases like I'm doing, but it is going to be totally dependent on you and your body and how you want it to fit. So you're gonna have to try it on and see what you're thinking. But for me, like that is too big. If I were to just keep working up, it's gonna fall like that and just look really not cute. I've decided that I'm gonna work 2 decreases per row until I get to the top, starting now. So hopefully that'll help just kind of cinch it in a little bit. So like I said, I did 28 rows total, including the foundation treble crochet, and I just chained 4 for my 29th row, and I'm going to show you how to make a decrease. And you can do these wherever you want on the row, really, but it is a good idea to stagger them, meaning don't always do them at the beginning or at this one specific spot in the middle. You just kind of want to stagger them so it's not an obvious area where you're decreasing. All right, I've made a few treble crochets, and I'm going to just make my decrease now. So what you'll do is wrap your yarn twice around the hook, just like normal, and go into that gap, just like normal, with 4 loops on the hook. And you're gonna yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, just like normal, but we're not going to yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Instead, we're gonna yarn over twice, like if we were starting a new treble crochet, go into the next stitch place, pull up a loop. So now you should have 5 loops on the hook, like that, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and then you're gonna yarn over and pull through all 3 remaining loops on the hook. And just pull through those 3. And as you can see, we have turned those 2 stitches into 1 stitch. So the next row, we're going to be going into only 1 stitch there. And then carrying on, we're just going to make our next treble crochet in the next space, just like we normally would. And I'm just going to keep working around with this treble stitch, just until I get to somewhere else on the dress, like maybe over here, I can make my next decrease. Okay, I've made it about halfway around. This is where I made my other decrease, and this is where we are now. So to make the other decrease, we're gonna do the same thing that we did. So wrap twice around the hook. This is my next stitch that I'm going into. Yarn or pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then leave those 2 loops on the hook instead of yarning over and pulling through. And then yarn over twice again, and just go into the next stitch, which is in that gap. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, oops, and then yarn over, pull through 3. So that just turns those 2 stitches into 1. And now just carry on making your remaining treble crochets. All right, I finished that row and I started the next row, which is like this mesh stitch, and I made it a little ways into the row. Remember the row before I did my decrease like about here, so I'm doing it over here now.
I killed JT. Chanel needs an attorney who's in domestic violence cases. I'm a savage.
I promise you, I won't let you down. We make a great team.
Always bet on Jax. I'm a savage.
There is a goddess in all of us, strong as a lioness.
Now, just to kind of stagger it, like I said, and this decrease is pretty simple. So right before you make your decrease, you're going to want to, do the treble crochet, chain 1, but you want this chain to be like a little bit looser because we're going to be making a larger gap this time. So I made a nice little loose chain there, and I'm going to make my next treble crochet. And normally we'd skip 1, go into the next, but we're going to skip 2, go into the next. So we're skipping 2 stitches before we make our next one like that. So hopefully you can see there, normally we just skip 1 in the middle. Now we have 2 that we've skipped, and that's making a decrease. So then just chain 1 and carry on working like normal, where you're only skipping 1 treble crochet and skip 1. And yeah, this is just what we've done. I made it a little bit around, and I'm gonna make my second decrease. So again, this chain 1 is gonna be a little bit looser like that. And now I'm doing a treble crochet into the 3rd treble from the hook. So I'm skipping 2 instead of 1 like that. Then chain 1, and then just keep working, skipping a treble crochet, chaining 1 like that. So that was my second and final decrease of the row. So I'm not gonna make any more decreases this row. And that's basically what you're gonna do. I highly recommend continuing to try this on and seeing how it's decreasing, if you're decreasing fast enough or if you're decreasing too fast, and you can adjust. But yeah, just keep trying it on. And if you think that you need to make your decreases more often, then do that. If you need to make them less often, do that. And if you find that you're good with the width at some point, then you can just keep going without any decreases. It's totally up to you, and it's going to vary greatly depending on your body. So there's no like one size fit all that I can give you, but yeah, you're just doing decreases until it's small enough to be good for your waist size. So I'll show you once I've done a few more rows how that looks on and how many decreases I ended up doing. Okay, so I am now done making my decreases, and this is what it's looking like. As you can see, it fits around my waist much better. So I'll just kind of let you know like how many rows I did, decreases, all of that, just for reference. But obviously, again, you're gonna have to really like make sure that it works for your body because everybody's gonna be different. So as you know, I started out with 132 stitches all the way around, and I just finished up my final row where I was decreasing, and that was my 42nd row total, the whole skirt, including the first foundation treble crochet row. So I just did my 42nd row, and this final row had 84 stitches after making the decreases. So since I started making my decreases on the 29th row of the dress, then I did 14 rows of decreases. So if we do the math on that, it's a little under 4 decreases per row. And the reason it's like not exactly 4 is because I think for a couple rows, I did only 2 decreases per row. And then I decided that I wanted more severe of a decrease to be able to, decrease in time for the waist. So I ended up doing 4 decreases per row for the remaining rows. So this is kind of where I'm letting it hit just like above my ankles. And like I said earlier, we're just gonna stop working in the round here, and we're just gonna let the back hang like that. So you just kind of want to work until you're happy with where that sits, if that makes sense, like where it sits on your back, because we're not going to be increasing that at all. So you don't want it to be like too low, obviously. So just make it as high as you want, and I'm happy with this. And I also forgot to mention this, but the row that you end on, once you're done doing your decreases, you're gonna wanna make that a mesh row. So either if you're ending like you were happy with just the plain treble crochets, either add another row to make the mesh one or get rid of that one. But yeah, you want that one to be the mesh so that you can follow along with the next step. Okay, so now we are not gonna be working in the round anymore like we've been, but instead we're only gonna go a certain way around before we turn around and come back, since we're having that like low back, but we still obviously need to work it up for like the top part of the dress for the front. So what we're gonna do now is a little bit of math. It's not gonna be difficult at all. Like, it's really very simple. And basically you're gonna count every stitch all the way around on your final row. So this chain right here is gonna count as our first stitch. So that's 1, and then the space right after is 2, then the next stitch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So you're just counting the treble crochet and then the space immediately after. Each one is counted as 1 stitch. So for me, like I said, I have 84 all the way around, with this being my first one and this space right here being what I'm counting as my last stitch. So you're gonna take your number of stitches all the way around, which like I said was 84 for me, and you're gonna multiply it by 0.77, and this is about 65 stitches. I'm just gonna round up, but this is gonna be the amount that we go around at first. And then obviously the stitches left over are going to be what makes up the low back of the dress, and I will show you more in depth of what I'm talking about if that doesn't make sense. But basically we're just starting by going about 77% around the top of the dress, and then we'll go right back around. So we have this little hole that we're creating. Okay, hopefully this will help explain what I'm talking about a little bit more, but basically I've like marked them off right here just to show you kind of the proportions that I'm talking about. So this section from this pin right there all the way around the back to the second one, not including this little gap in the middle, that's that 77% that we just calculated. So that's going to be my 65 stitches is all the way around here. And basically we're just going to go like back and forth from there to there, not going in the round anymore and not going over these stitches, so that we can like keep that low back and then still build up in the front, if that makes sense. But again, everybody's dress is going to be a little bit different, so I wanted to show you what the proportions look like on me, because you might have to do a higher or lower percentage based on how it's fitting in your waist, if that makes sense. So this is kind of where my waist is, and here is where I have those pins, like in proportion to my waist size. And then what we're going to be doing is slowly tapering in here to bring it around to the side, and then we're just going to be working straight up with no tapering, no decreases, to make our little front section. So if your dress is fitting your waist kind of similarly to mine, then you can do that 77%, and you're going to do that number of stitches, which for me was 65. But like I said, if your dress is fitting a little bit looser or tighter, you might have to adjust that percentage to get a similar proportion to what I just showed in the last clip. But regardless of your specific percentage, you're just going to do the number of stitches that you calculated. So I've done 3 here because we're counting that chain 4 as our first one, and then I'm just going to go all the way until I get to 65 stitches, just like normal. Nothing is different here. We're just going to change it up a little bit at the end. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'll get back to you once I get closer to my 65th stitch, and then we'll switch it up. Okay, I've worked around for a good bit of the row, and this is I just finished my 63rd stitch.
She's great, she's great, she's great.
So once you get to 2 stitches before your final stitch, which was my 63rd that I just made, then we're going to do something different. We're going to be making a decrease. So we're just going to make the start of a regular treble crochet into this next stitch. So just go through 2 and 2 again, but then we're going to be making a decrease, so we're going to not pull through those last 2 loops and instead wrap our yarn twice again, go into...
I'm starving, guys, so in about 20 minutes. I'm starving, so in about 20 minutes I will have to let you guys go, but I'll be back as soon as I get my belly full. I do have a couple of webinars coming on later. Yeah, anytime it's raining I can't really work outside because I take my little vehicle with me and I can't afford to get it wet. Okay, so there goes my explanation for not showing up today, because I wish I could have. But I'm showing up in another way. Thank you so much, Miss Carol, for all your efforts. Anyway, guys, back to the show.
Go into the next stitch space, go through 2, 2, and then go through all 3, like that. Just like when we were making decreases for our decrease rows. I'm just gonna do that. And now chain 4, and then turn your work. And now we're gonna be working back the other way. And then once we get over here, we're gonna work back the other way and just kind of keep building it up that way. And now you're gonna chain 1 more. So that's a chain 5 at the beginning because we're making our mesh row again. So this is the first stitch that we just went into basically. So that's counting as our first stitch. This is the next one, and then this is the next one. We're gonna be going to that one right there. That's 2 away. Just like we've always done, skipping that one and going to the next one to make this mesh opening here, and then chain 1. And then again, skip this one, go into the next one with a treble crochet, and then chain 1 again, skip this one, go in the next, treble crochet, and it's just the exact mesh pattern we've been doing, just like normal, treble crochet, chain 1, and then skip 1 stitch. You know the drill. So we're just going to do this all the way around, and then I will just come back to you again once we get closer to the end to show you what to do there, because that's when we're going to be making our decreases, is always at the end of the row. All right, I have 3 stitches remaining, 1, 2, and then the 4th chain of the chain 4. And then, so I just did my treble crochet, chain 1, and now we're making a decrease. So instead of just skipping 1 and going into next, we're skipping 2 and going into next. So I'm going to go into this 4th chain of the chain 4.
I did tell you guys
with the treble crochet.
That's okay. It's those windows.
And then you're going to chain 4 and turn.
You still have to,
and you're basically just following this pattern over and over again, going back and forth, doing a decrease as you near the end of each row. And you're going to do this.
Anyway, you guys see how she said you stitch 4 and then you touch down? Yes. The 4 that you chained 4 is the number of spaces that you're going to skip. That's how big your window is going to be. So if you want to make a small window, skip 1 space, but you still have to make a loop, because if you don't, then it will be considered decreasing in size and not continuing. Okay? Just wanted to let you know.
This until the width of the row is like from one side of your chest to the other, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, but basically like it'll wrap around the front of your body, and this will make up the front panel of the dress. So yeah, I'll just keep doing this, and then I will show you how it should look and how many rows that I end up doing. All right, so I am at a good spot here, and what I ended up doing was 6 rows in addition to the 42 rows that I did. So 6 rows total where we were just going back and forth like that instead of going in the round, and this is how it ended up looking. So if I pull it up to where the bottom of the dress is like where I want it to be hitting on my legs, this is where it goes up to. As you can see, it's like right below my boob area. And then the sides that I've been decreasing go basically to, like, if I pulled it up, it's like right on the sides of my boobs also. So that's kind of what you're going for. Again, for me, this was 6 rows of decreasing each way, but yours might be a little different. If you have a bigger chest especially, you might not want to do as much decreases as I did. So what you could do is instead of decreasing at the end of it, like up to your chest, then you can just go into every stitch and not do any decreases and just like continue up at the same width, if that makes sense. And now we are going to start making the like chest triangles. So we're going to pick up from whatever side we left off on, and we're just going to start making, like, going back and forth like this, and then we'll reattach on the other side and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to show you what we're doing now. My last row of making these like end decrease mesh row, and I'm just going to chain 4 at the end and then turn. So now that we're making the triangles for the top part, you are again going to have to maybe make some adjustments based on your measurements and your body. For me, I have a smaller chest, so what I'm going to be doing is decreasing every time I'm starting a new row and ending a new row. So I'm going to be decreasing going like right now at the beginning, and then once I get to the middle, I'm going to decrease on the way, like ending it, and then I'm going to start a new row, do a decrease, and then at the end I'll make another decrease, and then start a new row, decrease, at the end make a decrease, and so on. But if you do have a larger chest, then you might choose to do just a decrease when you end a row. So like I wouldn't decrease at the beginning, here, I would just go all the way to the middle, wherever I'm ending for the triangle, which I'll show you. And then I'd make that decrease at the end, and then I would make a new row, and I would not decrease, and then I would decrease at the end of that row. So again, you're just gonna wanna kind of try things on, see how they're going. If you end up doing only one decrease at the end of each row, and you find that that's just not decreasing as quickly as you need, then you can decide to do more decreases or fewer, whatever. So now we need to count how many stitches we have here. So this is going to be our first one, this chain right here, and then every hole is also going to count as a stitch. So all the treble crochets, including this chain and the holes. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on until the very end, where this is going to be your last one, this chain right here. So I have 59 total stitches here, and you should have an odd number also like me. So what you're going to do is subtract 1 from your total stitch number, which for me would be 59 minus 1, so 58, and then divide that number by 2, which is 29, and that's how many stitches we're going to be going across. Since we have a chain here, we can't really decrease that, so we're actually going to be decreasing.
And I'm having issues with the chat box thing. Maybe I'll figure it out later. I hope. But in the meantime, I will continue moving, pressing on
with
forward.
our second and third stitches, like making those into one. So we're just doing the regular decrease that we've been doing, where you make a treble, but you don't go all the way through those last 2 loops and then go into the next
I gotta figure out this fighting thing. This is
stitch, go through 2, and then go through 3. Next stitch, treble crochet, and then the next stitch, and I'm just gonna go all the way to the end. And at the end, I will make another decrease. So you're going to want to count all of your stitches as you go. And so this is going to be our first one, is that chain. And then even though we did a decrease there for our second and third, you're still counting those as your second and third stitches for right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And you're going to want to go until you are 2 stitches away from that middle number that we calculated. So I calculated 29, and I just finished my 27th stitch, again, counting the second and third one that we did make a decrease still as separate stitches. So I just did my 27th, and then for the 28th and 29th, we're gonna turn those into 1 with a decrease. So you know how to do that. Just do that, and then connect it with the next one, pull through 2, and then pull through 3, like that. And now chain 5. And now we're gonna make another decrease. So normally I would just skip that one and go to the next one, but we're gonna skip those 2 and go into the following stitch to make a decrease for our mesh stitch. Then chain 1, skip 1, go into the next one, and then this is just the regular mesh stitch that we've been doing. Skip 1, go into the next, treble crochet, treble crochet, chain 1, skip 1, go into the next, and so on. And then we'll go to the end where we'll make 1 more decrease. So I'm close to the end of this row, and remember we are making another decrease. So if you look, technically we only have 3 stitches remaining. We have this one, and then this one, which is these 2 stitches that we converted into 1. So that's 1, 2, and then 3 is going to be the 4th chain of the chain 4. So since we're making a decrease with the mesh stitch, we did the chain 1, and now normally we just skip 1, go into the next, but we're skipping 2, going into the next. So we're just going to go into that 4th chain of the chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. It's kind of hard to go to. We're just going with a treble crochet, and then chain 4 and turn. Now we're making another decrease, so we're gonna go into that first stitch and make a decrease with the next one. So
I just want to point out that most dresses get smaller as you head up, so that's why she's constantly decreasing, but she's steadily decreasing at a greater, okay, it's like you're constantly decreasing. Say the first level you're decreasing 4, and you continue decreasing 4 every 2 to 3 levels that you go up, and that way it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller on a consistent basis. If you want to do, say, those where they stop here, you can do those too. Not just the skirt, but basically you drop off with the skirt, you drop off, and then start from the top up, the way you would want the shirt to be designed. I don't know if I'm making any sense there, but anyway.
Don't pull through those last 2 loops, and just connect it with the next stitch, doing the decrease that we've done so many times now. And then you're just gonna go this regular row where you're doing treble crochet in the hole and then in the stitch right after. I'm close to the end now, and I now have 2 stitches remaining, 1 in that hole and then 1 in the 4th chain of the chain 5. So we're gonna make a decrease and connect those 2. and then go into the 4th chain of the chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Now chain 5 and turn. We are making another decrease. So skipping this stitch and this one and going into that next one to make a decrease. Chain 1, and now we're just skipping 1 going into the next one like normal. I'm at the end and we have 3 stitches remaining. 1, this cluster of 2 that we turned into 1, and then this last one, which is the 4th chain of the chain 4. So I do the chain 1 after my treble, and I'm skipping these 2 and going into the 4th chain of the chain 4, which is right there, and that makes a decrease. And then chain 4. Now we're making another decrease, so we're gonna combine our 2nd and 3rd stitches. So we're not going all the way through those last 2 loops. Instead, we're gonna combine it with this next stitch. Pull through those 3, and then go into the next hole, and just do this all the way down, just going into every hole, and then the stitch after the hole with treble crochets. Here at the end, we have 2 remaining, and we're gonna make a decrease, which I'm sure you can kind of gather at this point because we're doing what we've been doing for the past few rows. So I'm gonna go into that 4th chain and then go through 2, 2, and then 3 to make that decrease. And now we're just gonna keep following this pattern for a few more rows of just going and making a decrease every time you start a new row and every time you end a new row. So this is where we...
Why does Special K have 10 grams of protein? Yep, that's why. Special K. Special for a reason.
Where we are ending up, for me and my size, this ended up being 12 total rows to make up the triangle, starting with this first one here, and I kept going until I ended up with 2 squares here. Now if your chest is bigger than mine, then the height that works for you might leave you with more squares at the top, and that's fine, but this is what worked for me, and I'll show you really quickly what it looks like at the top, like on me. So this is kind of what it's looking like on. As you can see, this part is like right at the top here, and if yours doesn't go that far up, like maybe it stops here or something, then that's totally fine. Your strap is just going to start a little bit earlier, but that's completely fine. It's not a problem. But yeah, mine's like at the top of my shoulder basically. So at this point, if you have like a wider area right here, you would just like slip stitch to the middle 3 stitches, and that's what we're gonna do here, but you're gonna have to like slip stitch more to get to those stitches, if that makes sense, because you have a wider row length, I guess. So turn your work and just slip stitch into this space right here, like that. And then chain 1, because now we can make 3 single crochets in the center here. This is about the center. And now in this hole right here, I'm gonna make a single crochet. And then I'm gonna make a single crochet in the stitch right after this treble crochet. Oops, I wanna get both loops. 2nd single crochet, and then our 3rd is gonna be in this hole right there. So you have 3 single crochets, and now chain 1 and turn. Now make a single crochet into that very first stitch right there. And then 1 in the 2nd stitch, and then 1 in that 3rd and final single crochet as well. So we're making 3 single crochets, then chain 1 and turn, and now we're doing the same exact thing, make a single crochet in that very first stitch, and then in the 2nd stitch, and then finally in that last one. Then chain 1, turn, and do the exact same thing. So we're literally just making our strap now for one of the sides, and you're going to just keep doing this where you do 3 single crochets and then chain 1 and turn, and so on. And I'm going to do this until I have a length that's about 18 or so inches long for this strap. But again, this length will vary. Like if you're the top of this last row that we did doesn't go as high on you as it goes on me, then you might need a longer strap. And if yours goes higher, then you'll need a shorter strap, and so on. All right, here is my strap. It's about 18 inches long-ish, and this is 65.
Basically make it a personal adjustment.
5 rows total of the single crochets. So at the end of this row, you're just going to chain 1 and cut your yarn, and then pull it through like that and just tighten it down. And now we just have to do the same thing, this whole triangle thing, on the other side. So you're gonna find the other side of the top and just flip it over. So now you can work right to left. And you're gonna take your yarn and make a slip knot. You're gonna insert your hook into the 4th chain from the bottom. So if we look at the front of the chains, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So I'm gonna insert my hook into that 4th chain. And now grab your slip knot, put it on the hook, and just tighten that down a little and pull it through. And now chain 4. And you can just put this tail to the side. We'll worry about that later. But now we're just starting the process over like we did on this side, where we're decreasing at the start of every row and at the end of every row. And for now, for this very first row, we do need to count our stitches to go to that number we calculated earlier, which is 29 for me, but yours might be different. So we chain 4. Now we're going to make a decrease. So just do the go through 2, and then wrap twice, go in the next stitch, go through 2, go through 2, and then you should have 3 loops remaining, and you're gonna go through all 3. So that's our decrease. Now we're just making treble crochets, 1 in each stitch. I'm now 2 stitches away from that 29 stitch that we calculated earlier. So now that I'm 2 away from that count, we are going to make a decrease to end off the row. So go through 2, wrap twice, go in the next stitch, go through 2, go through 2, and then go through 3, and turn those 2 stitches into 1. Now chain 5. And at this point, it's exactly what we did on the other side. I'm not going to show it again because it's exactly what we did earlier, but feel free to go back and watch this part of the video if you need to. But I'm going to go do that and do all the straps and everything, like do everything exactly the same. And I will come back to you once I've done that. I went ahead and did the other triangle on the other side as well as the strap. And then I also wove in all of my ends, which there weren't too many of them, to be honest. So it was pretty quick. But once you do that, then your dress is done. I love how it turned out so much, and I love the fact that it's like custom to your body, so it fits perfectly. And I just think it's gonna be so cute for the summer, like as a cover up. It's just perfect. Like it's very vacation, summer vibes, and I love it. So thank you so much for watching and being here with me. If you made your own dress and stuck through it, then I commend you, because this was kind of a longer project. It's definitely not super difficult, but it does take some time. So like I actually applaud you if you got through the whole thing. Be sure to tag me if you post a picture, a video, or something of your dress, because I'd love to see it. I'd love to see what you guys make with my tutorials. And I'll have my Instagram and all my social media stuff in the description if you feel so inclined to follow me. And as always, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I plan on posting a ton of crochet related videos this summer. And I also want to try sewing and maybe knitting or something. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff that I have coming. So be sure to subscribe. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Deceased captain whose number, the number 6, was retired to honour him, turning off the floodlights, and all the while you're participating in this sentimentality. And remember, the great description of sentimentality is unearned emotion. All the time you're participating in the sentimentality, you realise, well, you know, you don't have to.
You guys don't need to see me knitting while listening to him. Just go watch Granny Russell Lane. What over to you guys? Let's see what we got up here. Oh, jeez Louise. If anybody's live. That'll be funny. I'm really curious yet. Are they live? I was looking for that. Come on. Okay. I'm just curious. Anybody else curious? Let's see. Big live. Double live. He's so cool. So we work out on guys, you see me here, right? I'm trying. Give me a second. Come on. I'm sorry. It's really slow. God, am I on dial-up? Maybe. Anyway, most of them go out. I'm just gonna finish this row. And then I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna do something. I don't know where these colors are meshing up. I'm sorry, I just figured you guys didn't want to see my big fat face and big fat hair. Just in case you do. Okay, no interruptions. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. You guys get what I'm trying to do here, right? Okay, here we go. No, she's live. This is Miss Crochet Creations. Let's see. Can we do this?
The new era of business is here. Use generative AI on AWS to optimize production and scale your business from local to global. With generative AI on AWS, businesses can push the boundaries of innovation.
For work, play, and every day, upgrade with over 1 million parts and accessories and bring your truck to life. Real truck.
Okay, so
Demir, welcome to my live stream. I'm from Turkey. Oh yeah, I knew. Sangita Garg, superb. Thank you so much. Oh, you are from Turkey. Wow. Tomorrow I will make the moon, okay, granny moon, because like I'm so tired of making granny squares. Oh, what is that? Nepion juice. Nepion juice means. Let me translate for you, okay? I have to translate your language with the help of Google Translate. Let me translate Turkey. What's your name? Oh, you can call me Angelique, okay? That's fine. Angelique. Oh, okay. I just translate your messages. My name is Kubra. Oh, your name is Kubra. Like I heard this name before. Like my Turkey, my Turkey girl's friend. I mean friend. Okay, say just a friend. Her name is Kubra. She is also from Turkey. I have so many friends from different country. Okay, I made the friend from Hello Talk. Do you know everyone like Hello Talk? Hello Talk is an English learning application, not only English, okay? You can learn any kind of language in Hello Talk. So I use Hello Talk before, but I don't have time for now, so I didn't use Hello Talk nowadays, but I'm missing Hello Talk very much because there was so many friends of mine from different country like China, Turkey, Spain, Switzerland.
friends everywhere.
Or I just forget. Okay, Korea, Japan, and anywhere,
Korea,
most of the
Japan.
country. Okay, so I really want to make new friend. Oh, Briton, welcome to my live stream. Shining Breton. I'm new. Oh, you are new.
So you're
I just
actually
finished making
both.
this pattern. Okay, everybody, you can see over here. I made this so pretty. I love this pattern very much, everybody. This is my favorite cup. Okay, I always have a. Can you please show it to me? Yes, of course. You can just see over here. Okay. So do you love this?
She's gonna show her favorite cup.
Okay, I will show you one by one. Okay. Thank you for pronouncing my name right. Oh, really? So that was my good pronunciation. Wow, I'm so happy. Sometimes my English is good, sometimes my English is like, oh, I'm talking like, bad English. But sometimes I feel like, oh, my English is good. Some people say that to me, like, your speaking is so good. That's make me so proud. But I really want to improve my, vocabulary. Oh my gosh. Wait for me. Vocabulary, okay? I want to practice some vocabulary in my free time. Yeah, and I always do, like, from before, okay, from before I was practicing my English in YouTube channel or in some website, okay, and then like in some application like Hello Talk. It is so cute. You are doing great. Thank you very much. It looks like a baby's bandana. Yeah, you are right. It's look like a baby's bandana, but it is not a baby's bandana. This one is a cob bandana, okay? Okay, everyone, I have some idea for you, okay? I want to give some idea about this. You can make this pattern as well for the cottons, okay? Where are you from? I'm from Nepal. Chilean, Breton. I'm from Nepal. Where are you from? It feels like your second name is Breton. It's feel like you are from some maybe US, right? US or I don't know. I just guess, okay. Okay, everybody, I have something for you, for everyone. Do you know like how to make a daisy? So I recently uploaded the daisy patterns in my video tutorial, okay? Don't forget to check out, everyone, okay? Yeah, the US. Wow. I guess my guess is so right, like FHR, hello my crochet friend. Did you finish your supposed to be sweater or something? Hey, no. I wasn't making a sweater, okay? I was making this. This one is a sunflower mug cozy, okay? So everybody, welcome to my live stream. Everyone, keep supporting and loving my friends.
Well, I don't really support that, but thank you for your love.
Do you love this pattern, everyone? So what do you think about this pattern? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look pretty. Did you eat dinner? Yes, already. Okay, now I have something to do. Let's make something small, very small patterns. Okay. Um, do you know how to make key rings for the tulip flower? So every time I always come with the last time I spoke to you, you said you were doing something like a top. Oh yes, already, of course. I finished my top already. Do you want to see? So you didn't see my YouTube channel. You didn't check my YouTube videos. Maybe you don't have a time, right? It's okay. You can check that, okay? You can check to my previous live stream. I upload the video. I upload the top patterns, okay? And then I wore that top, and then I took a pictures, okay? And then I just upload the pictures in my YouTube previous live stream profile, okay? Don't forget to check out. So now everyone, like, what to next, what we are going to make next time. I'm just thinking about this, okay? I think we should make some different, like
Oh, I
oh,
got
what
it
to
for
make
you.
next? I'm so confused. Hey guys, let's make mushroom, okay? Yeah,
Number
mushroom.
8.
Let's make a mushroom. Okay, I'm going to make a mushroom, okay? Everyone, no, I didn't see your finished top. Yeah, you should see my finished top in my YouTube channel, okay? YouTube video. There was a picture, okay? Don't forget to check out FL chart, please. Don't forget to check out the pictures, okay? I mean, there is a, like, you can check out the live stream, it's okay. You can just check out my profile, it's okay. Okay, now I'm going to make a mushroom. Let's make a mushroom patterns for now. And then yesterday I make a Patrick, okay? Day before yesterday I make a daisy flower. And then yeah, at the afternoon time I make this granny square. This one is a sun granny square, okay? The color combinations are so good, right? It's look like the lemon, and then it's look like I don't know how to say, maybe sunset, okay? Like some yellow color mixed with red color. These patterns are very cute. And everyone, do you guys new thing about my channel is I got a super chat option now. I'm so happy for that. Like before I didn't know about this, okay? And now I'm knowing very much YouTube channel, about a YouTube channel. We can get a chance to earn money with the help of super chat and super thanks or something like that. So everyone, don't forget to make a live stream if you have a YouTube channel, okay? And now we can do is we have to make a 8 single crochet patterns, okay? 1 single crochet, and this is a 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Karen, are you there? Are you oh, Jester? Ah, Jester, welcome to my live stream. She's doing great and giving free courses, but no one is giving super chat. Haha, yes, it is. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Like if people wants to give me, it's okay. Okay, like they always like try to give me, but it doesn't matter. Okay, Jester, I'm not a, I'm not sad, but thank you so much for supporting me. Now I'm going to make is, after making the 8 chains in the magic circle, you need to make a hard work pays off. Yes, you're right. But who people's understand, okay? Who knows?
Only those that work
How
hard.
much hard is this crochet for? Like how much hard to do like some crochet,
And much less,
patterns, and
much
then
more harder
yeah, how times like
entertaining
it takes, and how people are
than
doing
doing
hard work
this.
in the live stream by making live stream, trying to give some tips and ideas for every people in the live stream is a good thing, okay? So you have to be supportive, everybody. Yeah, this is my word. Okay, now I'm going to do is making a mushroom. After making a 8 single crochet patterns inside this, you need to increase the patterns now, okay? One by one. 1 single crochet, and this is a 2 single crochet. But don't forget to mark the stitches every time. I need to bring the stitch marker, and this is my first stitches, and every time I have to mark over there first stitch, okay? So don't forget this, everybody. Now let's make two times double crochet in every stitches. 2, this is also 2 times, 2, 4, okay, total of 4, and then 5 and 6. and then 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16. Okay, the double of 8 is always 16. Okay, now I'm in the second round of making a mushroom. Okay, I'm making a mushroom patterns, everyone. I'm going to make a mushroom keychain holder. I have a keychain holder. I will bring my keychain holder and then I will put over here. Okay, now let's make a third round. Remove the stitch marker and then 7 single crochet. This means 1 single crochet, mark the stitches right over here, 1. Okay, and this one is a 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochet. So maybe you guys have question like how to make a single crochet patterns. To make a single crochet patterns, you need to do like this: insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right over here. Insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Okay, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 single crochet patterns. Okay, and now you can make an increase. So how to increase the patterns, you have to see over here. To increase the patterns, you need to make a single crochet patterns 2 times in the same stitch.
In the same hole.
That means 2 times.
That's right.
Single
So
crochet patterns.
Twice. So that way, when you get to the next row, you're forced to make
7
an extra
single
stitch,
crochet and then
and
increase.
your thing is getting bigger and wider, longer or wider.
Do the same thing. 1 single crochet.
We're doing it.
2. If you want to make a single crochet, you can do like this: insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Okay.
I just want to point out that the single crochet is awesome because it's nice and easy, but whatever it is that you're doing is going to take you forever to complete, and I mean forever. This is 9 rows of 3-tier stitches, and that's how I'm able to finish the scarf. We're going to cut within about 9 hours. Basically, it's 1 row, 5 feet, 1 hour. So 9 rows, 9 hours. But if I were to do this single, oh my god, oh my god. Now I will say it'll probably be much warmer. There won't be much space. Like, see how there's space? And I even created windows. So this is gonna be nice and warm right away because it's like a double and a half wraparound. It's not like a thin cheap scarf. It's gonna keep somebody warm this winter. God willing. Anyway, back to it.
Six single crochet, and then this one is just 7. Okay, and now we have to do is the increase patterns. To increase the patterns, you have to do like this: insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Okay, do it again, insert the hook, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. And after doing this, you need to do is you have to make a 4th round. Okay, for the 4th round, single crochet 1 time, only make a single crochet patterns all over the chains. Everybody, welcome to my live stream. Welcome.
Welcome to my live stream.
If you are from different country, don't forget to comment down. Okay, I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm from here. Okay, you can just do like this.
We're from somewhere.
And then if you
We're all
guys
here from
keep
Earth.
comment,
Yes,
if you guys keep talking to me, it can make me happy. Okay, it will be more very happy moments for me, because I want to be very interactive. Okay, and I'm so frank. Several people try to comments. Okay, try to text 1 2 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet, 5 single crochet, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 and 18. Okay, you have to make a total of 18 chains in this round. Okay, and after this round we will be making 4 single crochet and then decrease. Let's do it. 1 single crochet, don't forget to mark in those first stitches every time. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to do is decrease. So how to decrease your patterns? To decrease the patterns, you need to do like this. Insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 1 loops. So you have a 3 loops over here. Yarn over and pull to all loops. 1 single crochet, 2, and then 3, 4. Now decrease the patterns. You have to bring a 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you are going to do is the decrease patterns. So you need to decrease right like this. Okay, insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull to 2 loops. Do the same thing in the next stage. You have a 3 loops, yarn over and pull to all loops. Okay guys, now we are in the next round. Okay, for the next round we are going to do is a 3 single crochet and then decrease. Everyone keep loving and keep supporting my channel. Okay, my live stream, and don't forget to thumbs up if you guys love my live stream. Okay, for sure.
Yes, please give me a thumbs up.
Mark the stitches right over here, and I'm making
Even
a
if you stay
mushroom
here for 2
patterns. Okay,
seconds.
so how many people do like the mushroom? 1, and then this is a 2, 3 single crochet. Now I will be decrease my patterns. 2 loops over here, and then we need to make a 3 loops. Yarn over and pull to all loops. 1 single crochet, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay. Oh, Jenny Davis, welcome to my live stream. You love crochet. Wow, I also love crochet. Now I have to do is a decrease. I'm making a mushroom. Do you have a channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Okay, you need to make like this. I'm making a mushroom. Okay, don't be confused, everybody. Do you stream live? Do you live stream every day? Yes, I do live stream every day for the 2 times. Okay, 2 times per day. I'm making a mushroom patterns. Okay, everyone, don't be confused. Now I'm in the next round. We are going to make is we have to make a single crochet patterns and then decrease. Okay, And don't forget to mark the stitches in your first stitches. Every time you should mark over here like this. And after this you have to make is decrease. So how to decrease the patterns? If you guys are confused with this, I will show you. To decrease the patterns, this one is a random. There are invisible decrease also, okay, but I'm not doing invisible decrease. I'm doing different decrease, okay. It means random decrease, where people use like every time. Insert the hook, insert the stitches, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. In the next stitches do the same thing, and you have a 3 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all loops. Single crochet 1 times. Do the same thing. Decrease your patterns. 1 single crochet. Now decrease your patterns, okay. Single crochet. Decrease their. You have to decrease your patterns again. Okay guys, now I have to remove my stitches, and this time we are going to make is single crochet patterns all over the chains, okay. You don't have to do decrease or something.
She's creating a border, sounds like.
This one is a 1, and every time your first chains will be marked down. So let me mark it. And I'm making a mushroom, okay, don't be confused. This one is a 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet, 5, and then 6 and 7, 8. So everybody used to have 8 chains at last, okay. It is at this point. Now I'm crocheting another bunnies for my best friend and grandma. Oh wow, that's great. Okay, now I'm going to do is for the next round we are going to do is we need to work in the front loop only, okay. It means you have to single crochet increase in the front loop only. So let's do it. So this is your front loop and this one is a back loop. We are going to work right over here. So we will do is 1 single crochet, but every time don't forget to mark the stitches. Julka, welcome to my live stream first, okay. And everybody keep loving and keep supporting every people in my live stream. I'm working in the front loop only. Now increase the patterns. It means you have to make 2 times single crochet, 1 single crochet in the front loop, okay. And now I'm going to make is 2 times. 1 time single crochet right over here.
This one I made pretty solid because there's a lot of colors.
I will make 2 times. That means increase.
So I'm gonna add the last
increase your patterns like this.
Third or fourth actually.
1 single crochet right over here. Now I'm going to do is increase by making 2 single crochet in the same stitch and 1 single crochet patterns. So everybody, now we are in the next round, okay. For the next round we will do single crochet increase, single crochet increase, okay. We are going to do the same thing but in the both loop, not in the one loop only, okay. We have to do is 1 single crochet and then we have to mark the stitches right over here.
So that's one, that's the more colorful one, and then I did that patch with purple.
Oh wow, you are great. You are so great. And we need to do is increase right over here. Increase by 2, okay?
So I'm going to start the next row.
One single crochet. Increase by 2 times single crochet.
With some more colors, not blue.
With a TD Cash credit card, it's easy to change things up. Customize your cash back, no matter where life takes you. That's how credit can be unexpectedly human.
And 2 times single crochet right over here.
Come on, you guys know I'm live. How you know? Because I'm doing the commercials.
Okay guys, now we are in the next round, okay? For the next round we will be making 2 single crochet increase. That means 1 single crochet. And don't forget to mark the stitches every time. Your first stitches will be marked down. So as a beginner, as a professional, you need to do these things, every time you are making, when you are making, some kind of patterns. Oh my gosh, my mouth is like, I don't know, it's feel like I'm repeating the same word many times because I'm talking I'm talking more in the live stream. Okay, everybody, Class with Divine, welcome to the live stream. Everybody keep supporting and loving your people. One chain, 2, and then you need to do is 2 times single crochet in the same stitch. Hey crochet community, everyone, let's make a crochet community and talk with each other, okay? If you guys are crocheters, if you guys are doing something, please don't forget to share with me, okay? And 2 times single crochet, 1 time, 2. Oh, Anis Handmaids, welcome to my live stream.
Yeah, welcome
Thank
to my
you.
brand new knot.
1 single crochet, and this one is a 2.
Alright, almost there, guys. And gals, mostly gals, I'm sure.
1 single crochet, and then this one is a 2. Now I'm going to do is an increase.
Okay, from the beginning. I'm just going to continue unraveling.
Hey guys, I'm making a mushroom, okay? Before I finish making these patterns, everybody, you can see over here. This is a cup. This is a Mox Cozy, okay? Sunflower Mox Cozy. I hope you guys like this.
Yes, we love it. Love it, we love it, we love it. So we're doing
How are you? I'm fine now. I'm fine.
We're doing better than she is.
Before I had a fever, okay?
Oh, she had a fever.
And now I'm fine.
Give her a thumbs up.
And I'm making
Give
different
me a thumbs
patterns.
up.
I hope you guys are enjoying my live stream.
Yes, we are.
Okay guys, now we are going to do is we have to make a mushroom pot, okay? We are going to use the red color.
I'm not even going to cut it because I'm not.
Slip stitch and chaining of 1, okay? And you can just cut a little more chains, okay? Little more. You can just leave a little more tail of yarn like this. And don't forget to, like the most important thing is you have to stuffing over here. So we need some stuffing right now. I will bring some stuffing, okay? Wait for me.
That's another thing. You never know what are they stuffing you with.
Everyone, welcome to my live stream. Keep
Okay, you don't have to
supporting
worry
and keep
about me finding
loving to my live
scholars.
stream, okay? Haha. This is all I have to say in the live stream. Many times. And if you guys want to interactive, okay, if you guys want to talk to me, you can just comment down, okay? I will reply your text, everybody. Keep talking. I
See
need
what
to
I mean?
buy
Because then
yarn.
when
Oh,
Camille
you
go ahead and
really?
fly, she has to
So you
put
are
down
out of yarn.
what she's making. You guys can still hear me, but I can't be chatting with you guys often because then I'm gonna get nothing done. Okay? So,
Sandar, thank you very much. Munaf, thank you so much. Welcome to my live stream. Oh, Elizabeth, okay, I use the stuffing from the cushion, really? Why?
welcome to the stream too.
Elizabeth, welcome to my live stream first. Oh, you are using your stuffing from your cushion. Hey guys, I'm making a mushroom, okay? Don't be confused,
You
everybody.
see? She took the stuffing from her cushion. So if her cousin laid on it the night before and drooled all over it, that's what you're gonna get in the mail. You're better off just
This
making
is
it
gonna
yourself.
so cute, okay?
See? You can
Oh,
add
I
your
ran
personal
out of
touch.
stuffing. Oh, really?
And people could trust that you know that you bought brand new materials for
Oh,
your
that's why you are
products.
using like cushions stuffing.
Now if it's for yourself, of course, you can
Okay,
use that.
everybody,
You
now
can
I'm
use
going to
anything
do
you want.
is we need to make a mushroom pot, okay? Exactly what is the mushroom, okay? I will show you one by one. First of all, you need to make a magic ring.
I get so excited when I'm getting closer to the end. This is my last word, guys. Girls, ladies, guys, gents.
आप हिंदी बोल सकते हो और पढ़ सकते हो ये जानकर खुशी हुई. Yes, I can speak Hindi too. मुझे हिंदी आती है. मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ. मुझे आज सुपर चैट नहीं मिला. बस तुम्हारे सुपर चैट ही मिला था मुझे. एंड थैंक यू. धन्यवाद आपको मुझे सुपर चैट देने के लिए. Okay, this is a 2 single crochet and then this is a 3, 4 and then 5, 6. After making the 6 single crochet patterns,
I'm starving, guys.
अभी
Give me
मिल
minutes. I'm
जाएगा.
gonna do this. It's gonna be.
कैसे
I
मिल
want to try to
जाएगा?
finish this. I want to finish this so bad.
Okay, now I have to
I'm
do
gonna put
is
in this crochet as fast as I
we
can.
need to make a second round, okay? For the second round, I'm going to do is increase pattern. So we have to do is increase and single crochet, okay? Increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet. That means you have to make one single crochet, okay? And after this you can just mark the stitches. And after you increase the patterns right over here, that means you have to make a 9, total of 9, okay? This is a 2 and then 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9. So you should make just a 9, okay? 9, total of 9. Now you have to do is you need to make increase and 2 single crochet, 2 single crochet and increase. Oh, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, guys,
Munaf, thank
for
you so
notes at the
much for
top
the
because I
super
can
chat
get to the
again. Oh my
Tuesday.
gosh, you are so.
Subscribe.
मैंने तो बोला
At
ही था
least
फिर
watch one
तुमने
of my
मुझे दे
videos.
दिया.
Before when
धन्यवाद आपको.
a couple of you guys do that.
Okay, I have a 1 single crochet and this one is a 2.
And to make the
After
affiliate
making the
program,
2 single crochet,
yeah.
you have to thank you very much for the super chat. Everyone keep likings to Munaf, okay? Give thumbs up.
And I know there's somebody out there
I
doing
have a
smart work.
2 single crochet,
Well,
1
you
and
can see
2.
her, you
Now I
shouldn't
will do
finish.
is
Because you
I have to do is
before we know it.
1, and we need to 2 times 2 single crochet and then increase, 2 single crochet and increase, okay? So don't forget that, everyone. 2 single crochet and then increase. You have to make one by one.
That means you make the 2, you add 1 extra. Make the 2, add 1 extra. That is going to be a rapid increase.
2 single crochet and then increase, 2 single crochet and then increase. I will do the same thing.
If you did that on a skirt, that would not look well. Unless you were
1
making it
and
a tight,
2,
tight body skirt. Then
and
you
I
could
will
do
do
that.
increase right over here 2 times. 1 and 2, 1 single crochet and 2. Now we will do increase again.
Almost there, almost there.
आप exactly कौन सा place से हैं इंडिया में? From which place? Okay, everyone, welcome to my live stream.
Yes, welcome to my live stream too.
After making the 2 single crochet and then increase, you need to do is increase and single crochet. Oh, Karen, धन्यवाद. Yeah, Munafi मेरा बहुत अच्छे से, like Munafi is also a very supporter, okay? From the beginning of the live stream, like he always support me a lot. And thank you so much, Munaf, again and again. Thank you, thank you. And everyone, you can see over here, I just finished increasing. Dante's, yeah, Karen, why didn't you like you sleep yet? But you have to sleep, okay? It's midnight. You should take care of your health, okay? Now in the next round, I will be doing only 1 increase and 1 single crochet patterns. That means 1 single crochet, and don't forget to mark the stitches every time in your first one. मैं हिंदी भी बोल सकती हूँ, तो मैं कभी कभी हिंदी बोलूँगी लाइव में. आप लोगों का स्वागत है मेरे चैनल पे. आप सबको स्वागत है मेरे चैनल में. Yeah, it's beautiful. सब लोगों हिंदी जो भी हिंदी लोग हैं, जो भी इंडिया से है, आप लोगों को मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पर बेरी स्वागत है. Karen, I'm speaking हिंदी. तो आप लोगों को मेरे चैनल पसंद आ गए हो तो प्लीज़ मुझे लाइक दे दीजिएगा, ठीक है? मैं आप बार रहूँगी. 1 single crochet and then this one is a 2 times and 1.
No guys,
and then this is a 2, 1.
So, bienvenidas a mi vivo.
मैं से नहीं सकता क्योंकि मशरूम बहुत सुंदर है. मैं अंत तक देखना चाहती हूँ. ओके, तुम अंत तक देखो मेरा वीडियो. आप लोग मुझे लाइक दे दीजिए. Oh my gosh, my Hindi is so bad. सब लोग मुझे लाइक दे दीजिएगा, ठीक है? आप लोगों को ढेर धन्यवाद मेरे से. Okay, now I'm going to make 1 single crochet, and then right over here, don't forget to mark the stitches, okay? मुनाफ, आप यहाँ पे है कि नहीं? आपको ढेर धन्यवाद मेरी तरफ से मुझे सुपर चैट देने के लिए. Thank you again. Welcome to my live stream. I was speaking in Hindi, okay? Sometimes we can speak more language. Okay, now I can speak some Chinese also. Ni hao, everybody. Ni hao. Ni hao. Everyone, ni hao ma. 我的名字 Angelique. Oh my gosh, my Chinese. 我的名字是 Angelique. 你好 everybody, 你好 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 ma. Karen, 你好 ma. Okay, I'm gonna mark this stitches. Okay, let me mark this first, and then because this is our first stitches, everybody. Welcome to my live stream, every people in my live stream. Hey guys, don't forget to thumbs up, okay? If you guys love my live stream, don't forget to support, okay? Support crochet creations, yeah. And I'm making many kinds of patterns. I'm fine. 你好吗 too. Oh, no. 我很好 yeah. 我很好. Okay, for now I'm going to make is 2 single crochet and increase. This is a 2. 我爱你 Karen, 我爱你. 1 single crochet, and then this one is a 2 and increase. 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet and increase. 1 single crochet, 2, and then now I'm going to increase.
Not comparing.
1 single crochet,
that's great for
2,
ideas. I will say that.
increase. 1 single crochet, and then 2. Now this is my last round, okay? Now I'm going to do is a slip stitch patterns. So let me do this.
She'll probably end up finishing for me.
Oh, but I need to make one more. Let me do one more time, okay?
Wait, she said she got one more time. I might be able to make it before her.
1 single crochet. Oh, you can read Chinese. 我爱你. 我爱你. Everybody, 我爱你. Welcome to my live stream. आप लोगों को बहुत बहुत स्वागत है मेरे चैनल पर. If आप लोग इंडिया से हो तो आप लोगों को ढेर धन्यवाद मेरे चैनल को लाइक करने के लिए. आपका सपोर्ट बना रखिए. Yeah, my Hindi is so good. आप लोगों के सपोर्ट की वजह से मैं इतना कुछ कर सकती हूँ, इसलिए मुझे सपोर्ट करते रहे. इफ आप सब लोग इंडिया से हैं तो मुझे सपोर्ट करना मत भूलिए. हम लोग करीबी देश का जनता होगा हो. Oh my gosh, my Chinese is so, oh sorry, my Hindi language is like, you know, I don't know how it sounds like, but I try to speak very goodly.
So here we go. And she's making cute stuff. And she's happy and she's cheerful. I'm approaching 50. I'm really hungry right now.
Dante is OP in the chat. Yeah. He is outstanding. Noi, welcome to my live stream. I'm making a mushroom. Before I made this pattern, everybody, don't forget to thumbs up, okay, for my work. For my beautiful work, everybody. Let's have a coffee together. Have a coffee. Ting ting.
She done? She did beat me. Darn it.
Okay, now I'm going to do is
I got like
I
15
think
followers.
Munaf is not here.
Maybe she's doing
Munaf is
streams.
from India. He support me by sending a super chat. So if anyone support me by sending super chat, it's always open, okay?
It's always open.
I get a super chat in my YouTube channel, everyone, the news. Okay, now I'm going to remove the stitch marker right over here. And then I will be making a slip stitch patterns.
Oh, I might just finish before her. I'm definitely not gonna finish before the 15 minutes.
Hey! You need some stuffing first, okay? But before that, you need to do is... okay, guys.
Cute. Cute mushroom.
Okay, where is my needles? Oh my god, where is my needles? I think I lost my needle.
Because I'm trying to catch
Oh,
up.
OP, Classic Priya, welcome to my live stream. Where have you been? Long time no see, huh? Don't forget to thumbs up, Classic Priya, okay? तो आप लोग सब इंडिया से हुए तो मुझे सपोर्ट करना मत भूलिए.
I'm gonna finish supporting. One. Yeah. Yeah. All nine. Three at the top, three in the middle, and three at the end.
आपके सपोर्ट की वजह से मेरा चैनल बहुत ग्रो हो गया है, तो सपोर्ट करना मत भूलिए. इफ आप लोग इंडिया से हैं तो, and everybody welcome to my live stream. Okay, we are going to assemble our patterns, and I'm making this mushroom, okay? Don't forget, don't be confused, everyone, okay? Oh, yes.
Oh, baby. I hope there's gonna be another happy camper out there. Complete. So this is the very beginning I was telling you about. I love it. Sorry. Anyway. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, sort out, buddy. Promote my channel. Super chat, okay? 16 ages. If you want to sort out, there is a super chat in my live stream now. You can do super chat first, okay? And I will do sort out. That can be more funny. Oh my gosh. And welcome to my live stream. 1.6 edits